Okay guys, so mass properties. First off, you guys in class, you should have followed my instructions on how to create a project, making sure that you guys are in that mass properties project folder. Okay, now on PLTW 2.1.2 mass properties, here you guys can see we have a whole slew of parts that you guys got to make. Okay, and I'm going to make most of the videos for these parts. Okay, so first, I know it's been a while since you guys have done any modeling, but hopefully you guys have some experience and you guys are able to look at a drawing and read through a drawing. The first place that you guys want to start is your overalls. Okay, so here you can see right here, this is my overall width, 5.125. This is my overall depth, which is 2.750. And then my overall height is 1.750. Then you can see here that says all chamfers are 45 degrees, and then it says the slot is centered. So that's this slot right here. Okay. Now, there's a couple different ways to do this part, but I'm going to show you guys a fast and easy way to use the chamfer tool in 3D modeling. But you have to kind of understand a little bit of the math. So for example, here I can see that from this bottom to this top right here is 1 inch. Here I can see that my overall height is 1.750. So I need to understand what is the length of this chamfer. What is the distance of that chamfer? I know it's at 45-degree angle, but what is the length of this thing? What is the distance? Well, if I take 1.75 minus 1, I'm going to get 0.75. So this one must be 0.75. All right, that's these slants here. Now, how about this slant right here coming this way? Okay, well, let's look at it. Well, if it's 1.75 and this is 0.75, then this distance here, okay, here, so this distance is 1. Okay, so if we know those things, then we can go ahead and do all of this in a 3D model standpoint. All right, so this is what that looks like. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started with the part. We're going to start our sketch. We're going to do it on the XY plane. And we're going to start with a rectangle. Okay, we're just going to click on our rectangle tool. We're going to come up here. We're going to click and drag. And here it's blue, guys. If you recall, if it's blue, you can type. Okay, you can see the other box. How I'm going to get in there is I'm going to tab into that box. So my width is 5.125. My height we established is 1.75. So I tab to get into that box and then hit enter. From here I can go ahead and finish my sketch. I'm going to hit the home key so I can see it again. And then I'm going to extrude. I want it to go the other direction. Okay, and that other direction is 2.75. Enter. Okay, so now you guys can see we kind of got the makings of this box. Okay, well, now we're going to go to this front right here. We're going to click here and we're going to do new sketch. Okay, and then I'm going to click my rectangle tool and I'm going to come out here and I'm just going to sketch out here. Okay, boom. I'm just going to go ahead and put that in. I didn't put the values in because I want to show you guys, kind of give you guys a refresher on how to use your dimension tool. Well, how do I do that? Well, first let's look at this thing. Well, it says here that it has a height of 1 or 0.75 and it has a width right here of 0.625. So let's go back. Let's get our dimension tool and let's dimension this. Remember, guys, don't click on green dots. Solid lines. And we established that that is 0.75, that this is 0.625, enter. But it's centered here. Remember I said it's centered here? Well, this is an easy way to center that. If you have a coincident constraint, guys, a coincident constraint will constrain stuff to the center of things, okay? So we can just come right here, click on the center there, find that dot right there, center it, and that is centered, okay, on this box. How you can double check if you're just interested to see to make sure, well, if I click here and put this in, I can see that that was going to be 1.063 1.063, they are equal. Finish that sketch. Extrude it. But we're not going to add it, we're going to subtract it. And then we're going to go here and we're going to say through all. Click OK. From here, we're going to go ahead and run our chamfers. Okay, so again, here's our chamfer. And if we do that distance thing like I was telling you, well, we said 45-degree angle. They're all going to be 45, but if we put 0.75 on this thing, okay, and we say that face, that angle, apply, spin it around, that face, that surface, apply, boom, that one's done. Okay, now we got to do this face here. Okay, so again, chamfer, we said that it's 1 inch, this face, that line, apply, spin it around, this face, this line, apply, kaboom. Okay, the last thing that we got to do though is we have to change the material. Follow along. What does it tell you it's supposed to be? It tells you it's supposed to be mild steel. So we're going to hit the drop down here, and I'm just going to go down to steel, and then I'm looking for mild steel, and there's mild steel. Click, there's my mild steel. Well, now what is the whole purpose of having to change that? We have to go ahead and check out the physical properties. That's the part of the assignment, okay, which is here. So if I scroll down here, it says, hey, what is it? Then it tells us we have to change it to mild steel. Okay, that's right up here. Okay, then it says document the resulting values of mass, volume, and surface area. Okay, well, where do we get that information? And then we got to do some math, right? Well, if we go up here and we go to file, and then we go I properties, and then we check physical, and then we select update our information, we will now have the information that is needed in order to calculate the information that is asking us. Okay? Cool. All right. See you. Bye. Peace out.